could be right and I could be wrong. We could just fight or we could be strong. You could be right and I could be wrong. We could just fight or we could be
This is
strong.
Bridge the Gap with Mark and Dave, the program that seeks for the truth no matter where it is found. I'm Mark.
And I'm David.
So the deeper question here is, why would you even bother to teach anybody to do something differently than what you already did?
Yeah.
Because you were going to do what you were going to do anyway. So why not just let other people do what they were going to do anyway and learn from their experiences?
Yeah. I think because there's a better way. I think it's like, why send Jesus to teach us? Like, just let us do what we're going to do. No. Teach us the right way and then let us do what we're going to do. Like, teach parents how to communicate with their children and then let them do what they're going to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I think that's what God's plan is. He wants all his children ideally to learn the right way and then choose, not choose in the dark. Mm-hmm. And so if you can provide insight and, hey, here's a way to navigate this, they're still going to choose what they're going to choose, but at least they can choose it with knowledge that could potentially help them not fall as deep in the adversary's grasp.
Yeah. I think maybe a partial answer to our question is in DNC 123, where it says,
reveal hidden things of darkness.
Yeah, because there are many good people on this earth who are only kept from the truth because they know not where to find it.
Mm-hmm.
They're seeking. They want to know. They want
See, that's
help.
my parents and me back then. We both wanted the right stuff.
Just didn't know where to find it.
Didn't know how to do it.
And now you can be the one to show them where to find it.
Yeah, that's cool. It's interesting. So here's what I struggle with. So your mom said, okay, you can't go to the party. Mm-hmm. My daughter's 4, and I've been teaching her that, like, she can do whatever she wants. Like, she can choose to do whatever she wants, because that's the truth. Because my parents told me I can't go to the party, and I still went. I snuck out.
You were smarter than me, huh?
Well, I pretended I was sleeping, and I snuck out and went to the party. And so I'm gonna really struggle with that when she's a teenager, like, because I think it's silly. I think it's silly for parents to say you can't do that. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, tell me I can't do something.
Because you're going to do it.
There's going to be an opportunity for me to do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's now, tomorrow, or in 5 years. Like, you can't tell me I can't do something and really, like, So.
Because that's compulsion, right? Isn't that really the satanic way?
But when it comes to parenting, isn't it different? I'm playing devil's advocate because I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like.
Well, and isn't this at the crux of most parental issues and just the love of a parent has for his child? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to let them suffer. I love them too much. I'm not going to let them burn their finger on that iron. So I'm going to keep them from touching the iron.
Which the best way to keep them from touching the iron is let them touch the iron one time.
Yeah.
They'll
Right.
never touch it again. I did. I kept touching that thing.
You're like, well, maybe it won't burn me this time.
That kind of felt good.
Is it really
time.
that hot?
So what I think I'm going to do is negotiate, try to get her not to go or whatever, like really like plead my case and talk with her and share experiences and that. And then in the end, if she's just going to go, it's like, okay, what's the deal? What time can we talk about you being home? And just so you know, I will totally be awake and we're going to talk all about your experience. And I want to hear about it. I truly want to hear about your experience. But yeah, you can go. But let's just talk about it after. I'll be awake. What time? And then we come up with an agreement. And because my thing was like, I was sleeping over at the friend's house. And then it was on. Don't have to see mom and dad. I can do anything tonight. So my kids will never sleep out. Ever. Not one time will they be able to sleep out. Because there's just this feeling that comes in that's like, oh, I don't have to go home. Anyways.
I agree with that too, because when I was in Texas growing up as a very young child, I had a few sleepovers, but not very many. And the ones that I did have, my friends wanted to do things in the night that I'd never done before. And they were never good. And it was this new side of these kids that I knew at school was coming out when we were, 11 o'clock at night when I used to go to bed. It's like I would just see a different side of these kids come out. And so my experience was that nothing good happened at a sleepover.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And so, of course, as a parent, I would not want my kids to go and have sleepovers because of that experience growing up. But because I went through a divorce when my kids were young, I didn't have that choice. I couldn't enforce whether or not they would have any sleepovers because they didn't live with me in my home. And so I just didn't have a say in that. But I don't look back on that now as, oh, that just ruined my family's life, because I don't believe things happen by chance. I think everything happens for a reason. I needed to learn something. My kids needed to learn something through those experiences. And we've been able to bridge the gap because we love each other and accept each other for who we are and our differences in a belief because of the way we've turned out. And, I sit here buddying up with you. I think you're a great guy.
So I'm learning a lot right now about how to do what I want to do about helping people or talking to parents or whatever. And it's not telling them what to do. It's revealing the hidden things of darkness. Like, I used to think like, okay, hey, you want to talk to your kids and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, here's what happens when you don't. Here's what happened. Like, reveal the darkness rather than like, so it's not, I don't want to tell people how to do it or how, because I don't know the answer, but I can tell you how the darkness works and what it wants and what will put more darkness into the situation and make the possibility for worse things to happen and stuff like that. Anyways, it's on a side note, but.
So what happened next? So we're back to where you have been married now. Were you married in the temple?
Yeah. But am I happy we got married in the temple? For sure. See, I'm personally of the belief that like, do what you can do. Like, don't, I don't know. My whole line with all that stuff is really blurred, but go on the mission. Get on the mission. Do whatever you can do to go on the mission. I wouldn't say lie, but like plead with your bishop or whatever, like don't just, oh, I can't go. No, what do you mean you can't go? Okay, you messed up. Talk to someone, figure it out, Anyway, so it's like, I don't know. I went on a mission completely unworthily, and it was the best decision of my life. For sure. No doubt. 2 years of health, of spiritual stuff, of growth, of learning. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I escaped the freaking, So anyways.
Wow, that's interesting.
But yeah, so I got married in the temple.
Okay, so you got married in the temple. A year's gone by, and you're deep back into the drug use at this point. And you're hallucinating. And
one specific night,
you're hallucinating. And this is when your wife really starts to understand how serious this is.
Well, because I called her and told her. And I called my dad. And I told my dad. I called people and told them everything because I was tripping out so much. And then my sister, who was living in Salt Lake at the time, drove to Alpine, Utah, and picked me up where I'm hallucinating. I get in the car, I'm hallucinating, I'm tripping out. I'm looking all around. We're driving to her house. I'm looking behind us, telling her they're after us, like just losing my mind. And then like 2 days later, I went to rehab.
So they're like, wow, this guy needs some help. Let's put him in rehab. Did you want to go to rehab?
No. So at that point, no. It was like, no. And then there was this moment. I remember it very specifically. I was sitting in my therapist's office, because I was going to a drug counselor at the time. So they knew, like, I was working on it a little. Wait, that's weird. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So the big moment actually is a little bit before that. just a little bit before that, I told my dad. So my dad, like I said, he changed. My mom too, like they really just changed, and I was scared for my physical health. I was having heart palpitations and like just really not doing well physically. And I, for the first time in my life, called my dad and said, "Hey Dad, I'm scared for my physical health. I need help." And that's when I started going to a drug counselor.
And
Before that,
how trying to keep the timeline?
probably like 2 months maybe before this incident, something like that.
Before with so
The hallucinating and going to rehab.
Yeah, so you've been married a year, you start hallucinating, and then about
been married about 9 months.
9 months.
Pretty deep into Adderall.
Okay.
Lost a lot of weight, having heart palpitations. Called my dad. "Hey, I'm scared for my physical health." So yeah, so I tell my dad I need help. Then I go to drug counselor, and then anyways, so I'm hallucinating and stuff. And then yeah, there's this moment when my dad flew into town. I'm meeting with the drug counselor, and it was like he recommended I needed to go, and it was like no, and then just something happened, and it was just like you need to go. Like I felt it, and then I finally said, "Okay, I'll go." Once I went, yeah, I was so happy I was there, and that was when I had no idea I had no idea why I did so many drugs. Like I didn't know about addiction, like. And then all of a sudden I'm in rehab and I'm reading the book of Alcoholics Anonymous and going to these meetings and hearing these things. I'm like, oh my gosh, these people get me. Okay, I get it. I know that you get it. This is me for sure. Like everything's ringing true. Totally, finally understand why I did more than everyone else. Why I couldn't stop. Oh, it was like, okay, I get it now. That was really interesting being in rehab.
So how old are you now?
At that point?
Or now?
30.
And how old were you then?
23.
Okay, so I'm just trying to help the audience get some perspective here. That would have put you about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
When you were going through this experience.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got another 7 years to cover because you've been clean now for about 10 months.
10 months, yeah.
So we've got another solid 6 years
Oof.
that we've got to cover here. I want to hear all about it.
Oh, man.
So this is Mark.
And this is David.
Until next time, bridge the gap.
Truth seekers,